Hello and good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you right now. And I'm rather loud. That's a new one. Come on, yes. Let's turn that down a little more. Alright, still rather loud. Alright, maybe this might be good. So yeah, hello. We are still playing The Outer Worlds. We finished the Peril on Gorgon DLC, and now we're on to... I was twice as loud as the intro. You almost dropped your laundry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's interesting. Usually it's a little different. But anyway, let's hope we can fix this. So, Murder on Eridanos is the DLC. We slightly started it last stream, but we're still very early, so you haven't really missed anything substantial if you weren't there last time. Oh, wrong button. This button, I can just click continue. Dough. Rizzo's morale improvement program. Don't be you, be better. Workplace malaise is moral bankruptcy. Moral bankruptcy. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. Well, all sort of true. That's actually one of the less horrific suggestions this game has made in these advertisements about working. So at least there's that. Alright, where are we? Alright, so yeah, what is going on with my frame rate? I hope that's recovered now. Okay, looking good. Alright, so, that over there is the hotel we are staying in, where Halcyon Helen, a famous actress, or rather, what was her name? Ruth something or other? I forgot her last name already. Last time we played... Okay, what's going on here? I don't really have anything else running. But it's just slightly jerky, which isn't nice. Alright, let's see if it recovers, and if not, I'll have to tweak with the settings a little bit. But anyway, so we're staying at the Grand Colonial Hotel to find out what happened to this actress. And we have this fantabulous machine, which is basically a clever magnifying glass that tells us when anything untoward is happening nearby.
If your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
All right. That's interesting. So, so we are in the atmosphere of a gas giant, and these rocks have rocket engines underneath them that keep them floating in the slightly thicker atmosphere. And I don't remember if it was like something in this atmosphere is of interest. Like, I think they're siphoning off the gas or something like that. Anyway, there is some resource that is useful. And that's what they're using. Yeah. And that's why we're here, but this hotel is like a fancy hotel for rich people. Yeah, and we got clues that Helen's former boyfriend is missing. Or has absconded somehow. I don't know. He's just... We haven't seen him yet. Nobody really knows where he is. And we have been told that somewhere here in these purpleberry fields, or whatever it is called, purpleberry orchards, that's what it is, that Helen went there to investigate something or other. Talked to someone, I don't know, and I think she seemed angry or something. That was basically what we've found out. And so we're investigating here to find that out. And there seems to be a mission objective, how we can find Helen's trail. We'll do that in a moment, because there are people here that we can probably talk with. Not these, those two are our companions.
Whoa, 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 it's Rizzo's! Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I don't know if whatever that is catching, but let's keep our distance.
I sure am! Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
Yeah, she seems to have some sort of, I don't know, like, knowing this, I would say she has a brain slug on her neck or something like that. Whatever the Outer Worlds equivalent is. Hi, UK Cupid Stunt, how's it going? My weekend is going well, yeah. I've had some fun. I tinkered around with an emulator that emulates an old Mac and actually wrote programs on it the way I used to write programs back when I started out programming. So it's been a blast from the past, especially as it's a little harder to find documentation. So some of the issues I encountered were like, what the hell is this? And then I had to find out how to, like, search offline documentation and stuff. So yeah, so far having a good weekend, with the downside being that, of course, the work week starts tomorrow. Squint at the thing on her neck. No, let's just pretend this is normal. I'm tempted just to find out what this is, but really I want to know. So, and this game usually doesn't give you a second chance. So I guess let's ask, what in law's name is on your neck?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Showed up? How long have you had this passenger?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
So where did you find this little passenger?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it.
Yeah, she's happy, so that's the important part, right? Medical. I guess we'll use our medical knowledge. Don't move. I'll try and cut it off you.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you! Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
Alright, fine. Let's just change the topic.
Now,
We is
let me
happy.
get you
Yes.
something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Anything you can tell me about the orchards?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my third favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio-guided as a special bonus feature.
So first, this is the first time I've ever heard the word toothsome. Toothsome confectionaries. Okay. I'm getting a psychosomatic toothache already. And 112% is good maths. Definitely. I guess it's Rizzo's maths, and that's why it's okay. I might be interested in hearing more about your tours.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my fourth favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
Rizzo's really pushes the hard sell, huh?
Huh? Oh, no. Rizzo's doesn't make me recommend the tour. Helping customers just makes me even happier than I already am. And that's saying a lot. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers.
If that's happiness, it's chemical happiness.
I'm not quite sure what you mean. There's really nothing better than feeling a euphoric sense of happiness and self-contentment. Now, I'd be pleased as punch to sell you a tour ticket.
What are my options?
We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with a novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
All right. Novelty Purpleberry and Amber. I'll buy a ticket.
Which kind would you like?
I guess the audio-guided ticket kind of sounds like it might give us the best benefit. I'd like the golden ticket.
You're in luck. We have 1 left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
Sold out of everything else. Okay, so if we had asked about the others, we wouldn't have got them. I'll take it.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Halcyon Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just 1. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Oh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
Yeah. That sounds like the really, tasteful thing to do right after someone's girlfriend has died. Are you a complete sociopath? For your first date, you should take him to see a Halcyon Helen movie. Ooh, ooh, ah. Not sure she'll catch that subtlety. Well, let's go with it.
Hey, that's a swell idea. Terror on Monarch was so romantic. Thanks for the suggestion. Sadness is a big old waste of time. Besides, the sooner I start courting him, the sooner we can both be happy.
Alright, show me what you have for sale. What is it? Just the usual consumables. Okay. Alright, we can probably... Oh, we don't have anything? Oh, no, we have... Okay. Interesting, even the...
stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing, too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
It's interesting that even this scanner takes gets used up.
Here we have the Rizzo's Purple Berry Nut Hut trademark. All manner of cool drinks and sweet treats are available at nominal cost to slake your thirst and satiate your hunger. These include, but are not limited to, Rizzo's Nanner Spank Fresh, Spanks Even Harder, Rizzo's Ground Up, Pound Up fruit drinks made with mostly berries and twigs, and Rizzo's Mini Purple Berry Sweet Balls. We hope your visit here will stifle any unlawful urges to pick fruit in the orchards.
It will stifle any unlawful urges to pick fruit in the orchards. So I guess we're not supposed to pick fruit. Gotcha. Do we have any junk to sell? No, doesn't seem like it. So I guess let's talk to these two gentlemen. Clyde Eaton. What is he eating?
Sorry, can't talk. We're busy having a very tedious conversation.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this lass. I think it's mightily more likely that she's under your payroll. You'd have burned down what you haven't already.
I'm not under anyone's payroll, which is not to say I can't be. Things do have a tendency to break around me, but I don't know about sabotage. What am I gonna say? I think I'll go with one. I don't know if I want to tell them that I'm investigating a murder right now. I'm not under anyone's payroll, which is not to say that I can't be.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
I overheard you mention sabotage?
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchards subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's were short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
What sort of sabotage has there been?
Oh, you know, nothing particularly troublesome. Just rogue exterminator mechanicals, opening fire on anything that twitches within 300 yards of them. We've also got a large group of new saplings, all dead from some kind of toxic substance. Poison, I'd guess. And who could forget the tower processing console, which probably just shorted out and stopped working on its own, even though it's outfitted with 3 separate backup systems?
There are a suite of explanations for what could have happened, most pointing to Rizzo's worker incompetence. My people didn't sabotage anything.
So here's the thing. Sublight shipping and salvage is basically a smuggling ring in the base game. And so Sublight Underground, the company here, kind of could be doing stuff like that. So I'm not really sure whether they're not involved, but my guess is that it's a misunderstanding and that, I don't know, maybe that was what Helen was looking for. Maybe those brain slugs are involved, protecting something. You mentioned an increase in worker accidents.
It's the strangest thing. Like everyone forgot their 10-minute workplace safety seminars. That's twice as long as the next leading brand. Our people should be safety experts. But I've seen folks step on open electrical wires, drop pallets on each other. One damn fool even blundered into a wasp-keto hive. Even as he died, he looked fairly pleased.
Okay, those are the brain slugs then. I could figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law. Some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
Alright. Faithful to Rizzo's in our own fashion. Jeez. What's going on? Okay, that would be stealing, apparently. Don't you have any free samples? Not from the toilet, mind you. Well, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that slug thing that she has in her neck looks disgusting. There's something over there. Okay, let's look at the disturbed ground first.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Huh. 100% chance with a 10% margin of error. So it's 100%. Examine the footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between each footstep is short, and the imprint in the dirt deep. As if determined, it would appear that Helen was in a hurry. Okay.
Anything interesting?
I can deduce that Helen had saltuna for breakfast last week. Helen was in a hurry and she thought she was being followed.
That's quite the amazing device.
Slight bug. They hadn't spawned the companions to follow me yet. Who's this effusive host? What's an effusive host? Oh, okay, it's someone who has one of those slugs on their neck. See that little purple tail there? That's not actually the collar. It's kind of nice that Rizzo's color is kind of purple berry purple, and those slugs are that color as well. Okay, follow the trail. The orchards, purpleberry puzzle hedges, the conservatory, storage warehouse, and the hive. The purpleberry nut hut and the great colonial is where we came from. Effusive, yeah, I know what it means, but like it didn't make sense. Like if it's, you know, like just for a dead person, it didn't really make sense. But I guess that's what they'll be calling all those creatures. Such lovely weather calls for a harvest, apparently. Oh, he has one as well.
Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
I don't know what's wrong with him, but let's keep our distance.
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
Do you know if Halcyon Helen came through here?
You mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame what happened to her. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Helen was the spokeswoman for Spectrum Brown's ad campaign.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Seen any murder weapons lying around? Bottle of poison, a smoking laser pistol, bloodied blunt force object?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization wasquitos? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinization wasquitos?
Pollinization by killer wasquitos, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all wasquitos are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Are you the groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
Alright, so he made a pretty stellar rise there. So I guess they must have really run out of other people if he runs the whole thing. That means a lot of people disappeared. You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Wait, no, we are not glossing over this missing groundskeeper. No one knows what happened to him?
Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
I already purchased a golden ticket.
Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste. There are folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once you've been bit by one sprat, you've been bit by them all. Of course, tours of any access level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our waspitos are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike. Gosh and goody gumdrops, but I could talk about the orchards till my lips fell off. Instead, let's talk about whatever interests you, because that's what interests me, too.
Are you okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
That's not creepy at all.
I'm so glad you agree. At Rizzo's, we encourage our employees to view customers in the same way they would a board-approved social acquaintance. Which means it is my pleasure to spend time with you even when I am not being paid to do so. Isn't that nice? I certainly think so. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
I didn't think Halcyon had those. Let's try the lie, I think. That's right. Here to inspect the health and safety of your crops.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Ms. Inspector?
The overseeing orchardist already told me all about Rizzo's relationship with Slug.
Did he now? That sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how this works. Okay. Because, like, the orchardist, the Wells-looking guy, in the hut talking to the Slug employee, he said, like, uppity employees and things like that. That's what they got Sublight contracted for. And so now he translates that for us as, well, they pointed guns at people if they didn't work fast enough. And now those brain slugs apparently are what makes them happy and makes them no longer refuse to work, apparently. What exactly is this medical treatment?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
I think I've heard enough, thanks.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
So, if they're like wasps or mosquitoes, why don't they just fly over the fence? So, I guess it's probably not just a fence. What's this, by the way? Boxes of something. Alright, let's first go over there, I guess, because we didn't really find anything about Helen yet. But maybe there's something interesting over here. You know, like, I don't know. Yeah. Dead bodies or loot. Oh, found both. Cleaver, ammo. Only 85 of 150. Too bad. Standard troop armor. He also has one. Huh. But it doesn't scan them. Oh. Drunk Ravager. Okay. So I guess one of those huge monkeys. Oh, there's another one. Drunk Hunter. Okay, yeah. So one of those primals or something is apparently sleeping over there. I guess they get drunk on the berries. That would kind of make sense. You know, if they ferment a little. I think I should probably switch to a gun. Yeah, because those guys are over there. And there's a mechanical, okay. They're all just sleeping under there. Oh, and there's another one apparently. So I don't think we have to be there yet. Ooh. That's a very fuzzy map. Ah, now it's loaded. Interesting. Alright, so there doesn't seem to be anything off that edge right now. So I don't think we have to be there. Weapon parts. Rizzo's mostly natural super grow formula. Alright. Well, cheers, little primals.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh. Wrong direction. This one. Huh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Alright.
Me? I'm pleased. What could that have been?
Incoming.
I'll show you happiness!
Hey! Whoops.
I just want to be your friend!
get our hands dirty.
Alright, they just attack you all of a sudden. That's not nice. So I guess we know now that those are probably all people with the slugs. Oh god! They're covered in those slugs. So that's why they suddenly attack. That one only has one. And you have, yeah, at least 2 or something on you as well. So wherever those came from... Oh wait, are there more of these tour guide buttons?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. That's not really, but I guess there are no tour texts here. Oh, and there's one of the auto mechanicals. What's this? Purple berry puzzle hedges are over there. Okay, so those are the puzzle hedges. Good to know. Let's go this way first, because that's where Helen went, so likely where we're supposed to go. And here is one of the buttons.
Rizzo's would be remiss to fail to mention the Orchard Storage Warehouse. Without this impressive-looking building, there would simply be no orchards. Gaze in amazement at the impressive construction of the front door, the sleek roof and glittering piping, the lush walls keeping this gem hidden from the rest of the orchards. This warehouse is truly, truly a wonder. One can only guess at the secrets contained within.
Oh, I guess there are people. Hi.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
That was quite enthusiastic.
Lie. That was completely splendid. You didn't embarrass yourself even the slightest bit.
No jest. Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
You haven't been... I think we can ask all of them, so let's just go through them in order. You haven't been causing trouble in the orchards, have you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
Considering the whole sting you to death thing, I feel like you got off easy.
Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards.
So what happens if the mosquitoes get out during visiting hours?
I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you?
Why are we... I didn't mean to, like, blame her for anything. I should really just come clean.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
Don't think I've met an intern before.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
How do you get your position?
Laws. You've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh? My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position. Mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think. Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say.
Why be an intern if it's riskier than typical employment?
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Good luck. Assuming... which answer do we give here? I mean, number 2 is definitely true, but, I definitely don't want to, you know, like, the character we're playing is someone who wants to change this world, so, I guess we'll go with 3, not just with good luck. Assuming nobody exploits your weaknesses to push you into unemployment.
Wow, that's some decidedly paranoid thinking. I can't imagine someone ever doing something that nasty.
Found a weakness right there. I take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
Alright, I've learned my fill.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
It's, interesting. These dialogues sound like they were written by another writer, don't they? Or the same writer in a hurry. I mean, it could be that, you know, it's not unusual for a DLC to be written differently. Or it could just be, you know, like that they gave most of the main story a once-over and didn't really do much work on, you know, side NPCs like that. I don't know. I mean, in Mass Effect Andromeda and I think some earlier Mass Effect installments, I know that they had like separate writers for certain characters. Like, they basically had responsible writers for each companion. So that, you know, like some, like each companion's story and patterns of speaking would, you know, be consistent. I don't know, though, if the Outer Worlds, if Obsidian had the budget for this game to do something like that. You see any sign of a beleaguered actor running around?
Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead. I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001.
Yay! He's a fan of the robot. You're a Burbage fan?
I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the canids of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about?
What about Spencer Woolrich?
Who?
That's a good answer. Just who? Like the co-star wouldn't even matter. That's showbiz.
I suppose so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
Goodbye. So she kind of is supposed to be the obvious, hey, I killed her because I like the other actor better. At least she's slightly sociopathic in that degree. Please do not attempt to lick any part of the storage building. Most components contain at least 40% cyanide. Oh, okay. Access inventory records. Please do not lick this terminal. You will be electrocuted. Why are there all these notes about licking things? Item Gardner Automechanical, amount 23 or so, status beat up. Notes mosquitoes kept stinging these, breaking their stingers and dying. Should probably keep them separate. Item mock apples and purple-berries, a heck of a lot. Status hard to count. Notes, do we really got to number every single fruit? We've got more than enough. Mosquitoes, couple hundred hives. Status real grumpy, don't get stung by these. Spectrum vodka, all colors. Amount 1 left. 1 shipment to the Puzzle Hedges, 1 to the Nut Hut. Swing by the Nut Hut with some of my savings later today. Been a long week. She's not really good at these inventory records. View groundskeeper note. The purple berries are growing a heck of a lot faster than the automechanicals can pick them. I should be mighty perturbed by what we're wasting, but since I had that treatment, all I felt is glad about things. Goodness, this promotion sure was a lifesaver. Life changer. Speaking of, Rudy, I have a feeling you're reading this. Caught you a couple times peering at me from behind hedges and the like. How about you swing by my shack and we bury the hatchet? I'm a changed man since you recommended me for this promotion. Got a bottle of Spectrum vodka we can share, and a chapter of the brand new Halcyon Helen serial. Knew you never liked that I got advance copies. Overseeing orchardist note. Yarbo, I must admit that when your old superior described you as a misanthropic, law-damned redacted, I did not expect you would ever acclimate to a position so many others have loathed. Productivity is at an all-time high, and what's more, you've not only impressed many visitors with your wonderful attitude, but you somehow seem to get along well with the mosquitoes. Or at least they haven't killed you yet. I would like to offer you an unprecedented reward, a one-time 15-minute break to be taken at your discretion. Well done, Yarbo. What a reward! I'm kind of... Oh, that's what I think I started saying, and then somehow got distracted. I find it interesting that they actually have paid interns in this world. Because I would have expected interns to be unpaid. Which, you know, is a thing that actually exists in the real world. Which, you know, is kind of a good way to filter for rich people. Because, you know, unless you can afford to, like, work for half a year for no pay, you're not going to take that internship. So, yeah, good way to get poor people to not be educated in your company. Subject hypotheticals. So, Jacob, got a quick rhetorical question for you. Let's say rhetorically that one of the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve keepers got drunk and thought he'd indulge himself in some after-hours hunting. Let's say he theoretically released our primals, and those primals theoretically proceeded to beat him to death with his own rifle, then escaped to the orchards. Obviously, I'm just worrying for the sake of worrying, but if something like that were to happen, and I'm not saying it did, especially since such a screw-up could cost me my job, theoretically, Rizzo's may have tested some of their products on these primals, and these primals may have acquired a taste for Rizzo's booze. Booze that I know you have stocked in the orchards. Look, if you see any wayward primals, and I'm not saying you will, please for the love of the law send me a message. Okay, so these are the drunk primals we saw earlier. Now those have been explained as well. Okay, that's locked. That's stealing. That's sadly also stealing. Alright, I guess not really much in this warehouse. At least 40% cyanide. There's another dead host. Sounds like there might be more primals around there. There seem to be a lot of missing employees just lying around dead. Not good.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Kind of interesting that it, like, describes her even with the job description.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
These sounds are really weird.
Easy.
Okay, here are more footsteps.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
It's kind of... the intern did not get a brain slug. Guess she was happy enough? Or maybe just didn't arrive early enough. Like maybe too recent of an arrival to get infected, or didn't go out to wherever people get infected. I'm kind of wondering, like, you see the people having all these slugs on them, like several, and getting like really aggressive trying to make you happy. So I'm wondering if this treatment is really Rizzo's using the slugs, or if it's just about, that, the slugs are part of these wasps. Like, they're young, I forgot the word now, what insects? Larvae, because the note said, hey, you even get along with waspitos. And so that seems to indicate that... Did we play the audio tour already?
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's Hothouse Conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious products. Almost. Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed Sissy Pig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note, Rizzo's discourages inhalation of its safe and natural liquid fertilizer. In case of accidental inhalation, Please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible. Remember, you are part of the Rizzo's family. Be kind to your family.
Alright, so I guess we're going in here. That doesn't look good.
Line discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, so Helen went past this gentleman.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? She fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new, groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
I really should have specced more into intelligence, I think. Right, the first time I've returned from beyond the grave to exact my revenge. That would be funny, but on the other hand... I come seeking bedlam, bits, and bloodshed. Kind of tempted to say the return from beyond the grave, but not sure. Let's just go with the regular thing, because I don't know if we say that, if he'll just not help us or anything. I'm a freelance captain. I've been hired to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder.
An inspector? Well, I don't think you'll find any evidence here. You're welcome to ask what you want, seeing how I figure you would anyway. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
You're a botanist, right? What do you do for Rizzo's?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Waspitos are those angry flying bugs, right?
You say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well. They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
Alright, so that means someone must have turned on a cycle? But if something goes wrong in hive control, the waspitos could get out.
Well, yes, if there's an equipment malfunction. The pollination cycle will have to be manually shut down, which means traveling to hive control while the waspitos swarm.
Okay, and that's what Helen... or what... not Helen, but they found someone near hive control dead. Was that the previous... the previous groundskeeper, right? So that's apparently not a super safe location to be in.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. This just goes straight through.
Discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's hothouse conserv. Are you wondering about...
Alright. We've already done that one on the other side. No difference.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Alright, and now I guess we're turning down right. Ooh, bypass shunt. It's nice that they just have like hacking and lockpicking equipment lying around everywhere.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
No, he has one as well. It just was a little more subtle, I guess.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Energy cell. Alright. Oh, there's something here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. They lead all the way around here. Examine. Get out. Parts of this note are illegible due to dirt and crushed purpleberry smudges. The writing you can make out is as follows. Helen, I know I told you I'd stumbled onto the scoop of a lifetime, but neither of us could have guessed just how deep this would go. Now some slug from the docks is looking for me, asking a lot of questions. It's time to get out, do you hear me? Don't waste time packing. Just go, soon as you read this. You'll know where to meet me, tonight 10 p.m. in the Grand Ballroom. If I don't show, take the next ship out of here and don't look back. And it's B. So the question is that black hole Bertie? And the other question is, does that mean Bertie tried to kill her, or maybe Bertie got killed? No, wait. We know that he was alive. He knew that she was dead. But it could be that someone could have intercepted her. Okay, nothing else here, but I guess we can assume that she saw the message at least. I like this though. It's like when you come here, if you don't quite pay attention and just see these tracks leading off towards the left, you wouldn't see this. And then if you explore here, you suddenly see, oh wait, she was here as well.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
It's interesting that all these drones are damaged.
Discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector.
Yeah.
You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Me? I'm pleased.
Incoming.
Smile, damn you!
Hold on. Nice one.
Wanted to make you smile.
I'll show you happiness!
Oh. Parasite spawnling. Okay. Whoops. What's that orange, that purple stuff? Oh, they spit this. Alright, that's interesting. Where was there? Oh, I guess it's just this. But it's interesting that all these people parasite jelly. Huh. And they're all covered, even though they have armor. They're covered with these slugs. So a certain amount of slugs. Okay, so it continues there and goes down, so we'll probably be talking to this primal soon. Don't know why I picked up a coolant tank. Anything interesting here? Not really. Alright, I guess we'll come back the other way around. This is very fascinating. Oh, and there's some sort of automechanical bay. Anything of interest here? This inspector machine assumes that you have a very short attention span. Yeah, definitely. Just keeps saying the same thing when I found Exterminator Automech Terminal Access Card. Rizzo's candy has been scientifically proven, based on the average lifespan of colonists, to not give cavities. 5 out of 5 Rizzo company doctors agree. Based on the... So that means you get cavities if you don't die before. Access user logs. Summers, Anna, occupation intern, activity exterminator, automechanical target setting reset, success, user recording, finally you darn thing. Now how do I exterminator, automechanical target, priority, Sparts, failed, invalid parameter. She typed Sprats wrong. And I guess that's why they keep attacking stuff. Oh, come on now, work with here. Primeals, failed, invalid parameter. Expletive detected, deleted this thing. I'll figure this out later. No target priority is set in 10 minutes, auto defaulting to all. Jesus. She did it. So that's one thing we found out, why the mechanicals were attacking everyone. And I don't think that will be good for her career. Produce productivity report. Yields are up by 0.003%. Conclusion, the new fertilizer import from Edgewater is working wonders. That's probably not how this works. Personal files. View archived entries. Please note that searching for archived files will subtract 5 bits from the current user's wages. Press abort as soon as you read the prior sentence to cancel the search. Searching for archived files. 3 archived files found. 5 bits subtracted from user wages. New life. 2 bits deducted from user wages. Opening. We're gonna make her poor, I think. And this, dear developers, is why defaults need to be part of the requirements document. Yes. And yeah, especially, like, yeah, what happens if an invalid value is found? Will it just not do anything? Will it, do the safe thing? I always dreamed of living on Eridanos, but the science types always said it was impossible. The gravity will crush your bones. There's no breathable atmosphere. Blah, blah, blah. Well, that's why I got this new groundskeeper position, and they're stuck on Terra too. When the execs are looking to promote somebody, they don't look at the doubters. Oh, I almost forgot the best part. This whole place is automated. Not only do I get a promotion, I also get to work less. All I need to do is make my way to the hive every so often to set the pollination cycles. Aside from that, it's just keeping the local sprats from eating all the purple berries. Things are looking damn fine for Sandra Cullen. Right. Hate this place. Well, Sandra bit the big one. Company policy says, due to our marriage contract, I've got to take her position now. Something about discouraging workers from dying on the job. So here I am. Seeing her body once they got the mosquitoes to stop stinging, it ain't been great for my entomophobia. Thinking maybe I grab a few spectrums and find somewhere to hole up until the execs think I've left or died or something. Thought about the purpleberry puzzle hedges, but I seen a lot of people go in and not a lot of people come out. No clue what might be lurking in there. I wish we'd stayed on Terra too. Okay. So the person who thought it would be easy got killed by the bugs. Strange day today. Left the shack only to find a fellow I'd never seen before standing out front. Had his hands deep in his pockets and was looking at me with an odd, hungry kind of expression. Said he either was a slug or worked for one, which caused me no small amount of confusion. Didn't have time to ask for clarification, because he immediately started asking me for donations to keep the orchards running. First time I'd seen a con man try to convince a shopkeep that he's actually the one minding the store. Hardly needs saying, but I took my claw rake and chased him off. Here's hoping I don't hear from that loon again. Whoops. So I guess she got in a tiff with sublight people. I'm calling Automax. Stop the Automax. Shall question the Rizzo's intern. Okay, we can go back now and ask her about what she screwed up here. I guess it wasn't too bad that we started talking to her in this rude way. In retrospect.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector.
Alright, yeah. We've got everything.
Known as Halcyon Helen.
Really? Halcyon Helen, you're not saying. Okay, we found one primal. No others around, at least. Alright, so I guess... Oh, there's one back here. So I guess we'll be picking a fight soon. And I guess that's the hive with the force fields. But they really don't go far up. Of course they all come here.
We're not getting through.
Oops, what did I get hit with? Well, something that hurts, apparently. Oh, there's one more.
Try something else, Captain. Oh!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
They have rum with them. Of course they do. It's, I guess the article about the drunk moose fascinated someone on the development team. Sublight Thug. Ooh. Do you have a slug? Doesn't look like it. So maybe it is only employees. Alright. Let's see.
Congratulations, Inspector.
I've got that one.
Footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Congratulations, Inspector.
Congratulations, Inspector.
Belonging to the deceased actress known as
You'll never believe. Ooh.
discrepancy detected nearby.
Broken tossball stick. Oh, and the RR and DD access card. I still don't know what that is. R and D is research and development. But we found that the chem lab actually hasn't... Not quite... It's not the chemicals lab. It was an abbreviation. This is a key card for the Rizzo's Research and Development District labs. Oh, so it's actually just R&D. Just branded for the company. If you are reading this warning anywhere other than the RR and DD labs, please return it to the RR and DD labs for an only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. Alright. So they said she got a tour. Okay, and that's the end of the map. That's, by the way, a nice thing about this, what do you call it, environment? R&D, or as I call it, research and destroy. Yeah. That, what was it? Abteilung für prüffreie Zerstörungsverfahren? Did I get that one right? There is a non-destructible test measures is apparently a thing, and non-testing destruction measures would be how we reversed it. I guess this is where we arrived? Huh. Alright, so I guess... It's kind of interesting, though. That's whoever... Chocolates in a heart-shaped box. So I'm guessing Bernie and Helen hung out here? What would they be looking at? Huh. Anyway. It's interesting. Kind of wondering if there's anything around the corner we might have missed, but I guess we'll head for the obvious point first.
Discrepancy detected nearby.
Where is the bloody discrepancy? I'm not actually seeing anything. Oh, maybe... this one.
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the Orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Interesting. Where are these? Initiated deeper chemical analysis. Let's try that.
Chemical makeup of substance. 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
The feces in this canister was likely used as a liquid fertilizer for these saplings. By the readout, it seems the fertilizer has been here approximately as long as the vinegar. So that means someone thinned it with the vinegar? Like right from the beginning? Where are these canisters usually kept?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry Orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Wise ass. Alright, leave. Huh.
Keep this up and I won't have any new battle scars.
Alright. Space aviator glasses. Ooh. We might look fancy soon. Parasite jelly. It's always so sad when you shoot animals. We've recalled the automechs, right? So there shouldn't be... They shouldn't be attacking us. Okay. Can we repair all equip? Alright. Huh. There's something over there. Did we... I think that's where we came from, right? Yep. No, it isn't. Purpleberry processing.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's interesting that it says timeline discrepancy. Because really, how is this related to a timeline? Oh, now we can
This console
analyze
is
it.
95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Alright. We don't taste it, we perform a chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
So it's purpleberry juice or something like that. Inspect the console. Looks like several of the electrical panels were removed, then fastened back into place. Poorly. Oh god. Taste the residue.
That's probably not wise, Captain. You don't know... Oh, never mind.
It's super sugary with a sweet tang of purpleberry and a bunch of other tropical flavors all mixed together. Meshes well with a faint flavor of oil. Okay, so my guess is that the intern spilled stuff. Wait, what was this area called? Purpleberry processing, right? So this is not hive control. Alright. Huh. So yeah, I'm a bit confused here. So I guess this is just us finding all the things that have gone wrong because of the intern. Huh. Alright, we can enter the labs, but let's look in our journal first. The productivity queen. Oh, that's the prophet of profitability. Okay, we can look for her later. Strange disappearance of a watchman. A slug agent recently went missing from duty. Given the circumstances, this is a matter worth investigation. He was stationed at the wilderness checkpoint building. That's the first place to look for clues. We did that, I guess. Search room A2. Escorted him to sleep off whatever was infecting him. Wait, didn't we hear that one of the persons, like back at the hotel, I remember it was said that there was this grumpy rich person that came back and seemed happy, and we thought, oh, there's drugs or something. But of course that's the slugs, so they hinted at it there. The pool. The ex-pool cleaner apparently used to mix chemicals in the sun parlor. Paying it a visit may yield something to help with the state of the pool. Faithful to the Rizzos in our fashion. Okay, we've stopped the Automex. We've inspected the fried console. Inspecting issue given in someone deliberately or accidentally short-circuited the tower processing console by pouring a drink all over it. You uncovered further evidence that someone was tampering with the external electronics of the console as well. So probably all just the intern. The discarded fertilizer canister you found probably came from nursery storage. It might be worth following up on that information. You discovered there was an equal amount of liquid fertilizer mixed with the vinegar. Alright, so we have to find the nursery. And we have to find the intern. So I guess that's what we want to do right now. Where is the bloody nursery? Sapling row, wrecked picnic, purple berry processing, exterminator automech depot, conservatory, potting shed. So maybe somewhere there? I think we haven't really investigated much here. That's the sign where we started. It's interesting, they led us around in one circle. Okay, just in case we get too close to any of the bugs, let's save here. I guess that's the hive, isn't it?
Behold Rizzo's all-natural orchards, trademark. Unlike our competitors, who think they can do better than nature, we let nature take its course, only better. Instead of the lowly honeybee, at Rizzo's we have crossbred wasps and mosquitoes to create the all-natural waspito, copyright. With their elongated proboscises and stingers, these hardy insects are capable of both pollinating our lovely fragrant fruit flowers, while at the same time defending them from any and all pests that might harm them in any way. It's an all-natural solution to an all-natural problem. And it's all Rizzo's.
Whoops, that was the wrong button.
Behold Rizzo's all-natural with their... It's an all-natural... Do not pick any fruit in the orchards. Should you encounter a swarm of mosquitoes on your trip through the orchards, please refrain from defending yourself. Mosquitoes are expensive to breed and maintain, and any damage to the swarms will be billed directly to you, or to your next of kin as appropriate. If you are caught outside during a pollinization cycle, Rizzo's recommends entering the fetal position and or feigning death. Speaking of death, Rizzo's also recommends avoiding the electric containment field surrounding the hive. Mosquitoes are averse to the charge and will not come near the field, but most humans cannot sense changes in air current. Rizzo's assumes no responsibility for any visitor electrocutions.
Oh.
At least we know all the mosquitoes are out there. I think.
So... not quite sure. Oh, there's one of those parasites. And a human.
I'll keep quiet.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. So I guess inside this building? Or near it? Or on top of it, but I don't think we can get anywhere up there. Huh. Huh. So I guess we'll get in here later. I'm not quite sure what she was trying to say with out there. Whether that means inside the field or whether there are no mosquitoes here. So these are empty hives. There's another exit. It looks like there's something maybe... Oh no, that's just the shield. I thought maybe there was something on top of the building. But I don't think there is. Oh, another dead person. Bit cartridge and earrings. So many dead people all around here. Isn't normal store-bought vinegar 95% water? So this one is strong. Yeah. Guess it could be. Oops, okay. The map ends here. Did I mention that it's a really cool idea that by having these floating islands, you can just let the map end here, you know, and it's fine because there would be a steep drop, so you don't have to make the map unnecessarily large. Yeah, but I haven't seen any of the mosquitoes so far, which worries me a little bit. Well, we can't hack this. Okay. I don't even know why I collect all this stuff. It's not as if I'm using any of it. The ammo, maybe. Nope. Can't go there. Huh. Oh, okay, those are all hosts.
Me? I'm pleased as pie.
We've got a fight on our hands.
I just want to be your friend. I just want to be your friend.
I'm kind of wondering if that one lady came away from here uncharacteristically happy, whether she's already contaminated everyone. You know, like if she's already carried it off the island.
If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
It's a good point, you know. Alright, anything else around here? Whoops. Oh, I didn't know this could shoot. What does that do? Ah, and that's where we found the primals. Alright, so I guess we've toured the entire, let's call it an island, just because. So I wonder if this is actually a weapon.
Perfect metaphor for Halcyon. Running around in circles, never getting anywhere, and dead ends everywhere you turn.
Welcome to the Rizzo's Purple Berry Puzzle Hedges, trademark. Grown on top of Industrial Sludge Pit 27C, these unusually tall purple berry trees have grown lush, luxuriant foliage and are literally bursting with extra specially piquant purple berries. As you wander through our winding maze, feel free to try a fresh purple berry right from a branch. Maybe you'll discover our next new flavor. Limit 1 berry per customer. Do not try any purple berries outside of the puzzle hedges. Some visitors have speculated as to the presence of a treasure at the end of the maze. While Rizzo's has placed nothing like this in the puzzle hedges, we still encourage you to explore to your heart's content. Should you experience dizziness, faintness, or simply get lost among the hedgerows during your exploration, please do not try to contact Rizzo's personnel. Simply shelter in place and rescue will arrive within 72 hours, guaranteed, excepting unplanned shutdowns and any other times deemed inconvenient by management. Hope you enjoyed your unguided tour through the orchards. Rizzo's company and employees are hereby absolved of any pain, injury, or disease that you may have suffered during your visit. Have a great day, and visit us again soon.
Okay, so...
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour! You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them.
So do you scream at every single person who approaches you, or am I special?
Don't play dumb with me. How many of you fools have I spoken to by this point? 7? 17? Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo staff. Are you not with Rizzo's?
We could go and lie. I am actually. Rizzo's hired me to get rid of troublemakers. Think you can outpay them? What made you think I was a worker? Couldn't I be another visitor to the orchards?
Between the lockdown and the fiasco at the Grand Colonial, there are more interesting places for the average colonist to be, which leads me to believe you're no average colonist. Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching. I'm sure you have questions.
You said you work for Forest Mills?
When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. I've been a junior lawyer for coming up on 20 years now. And quite frankly, I'm getting old. Hopefully, there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm for a while longer. And if I find that kindling, I stand to finally get my raise.
Oh, okay. So that's why he's here. Trying to dig up dirt. You mentioned working together?
I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
Ah, Helen's dead, but Rizzo's hasn't formally cancelled the contest.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
Why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout. That, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
Why does Forest Mills want to sue Rizzo's?
Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect while also damaging their capital. It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's falls further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash.
I'm not sure I understand why you need my help. It's just a maze, isn't it? And we've heard, lots of people go in, but few come out.
Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
If that means we're technically stealing, I'm in.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design. And if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals.
Is anyone else trying to get the Spectrum Original?
2 buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
All right, I'll get your prize.
Excellent. I look forward to finally being able to focus solely on legal matters. Oh, and keep an eye out for competitors. Odds are they'll be looking out for the original as well.
Okay. So I wonder how this maze is built, if we can just do the right-hand rule. I like that they just made it a square. And you can't fast travel while you're near hostiles. So that, of course, means that we're this way. That we're bound to walk into enemies in here.
My word, stranger, you sure gave me a fright. I thought you were one of those strange sorts heaving all over the place. Maybe they got a bad batch of purpleberry wine. Since you don't seem to be laughing maniacally or projectile vomiting, think you could do me a favor? I'm trying to come up with a new name for a glacial age product, but the creative side of things just isn't my area of expertise. Do you happen to have any ideas?
Just wandering through hedge mazes, asking strangers for a product advice of pastime. Okay, so that's the no original thought person, I guess? As it so happens, I freelance as a product design consultant. My advice isn't cheap.
Wow, a real consultant. And I had the good fortune for you to luck into me. I'd be delighted to pay you. So, the company I'm with is Glacial Age. Our products usually have a finer ring to them, and the product I'm trying to name is a vodka. Take your shot.
Okay, Rainbow Ice Vodka, Volatile Vodka, Distilled Dreams. Let's go with Volatile and see what happens. What do you think of Volatile Vodka? Could appeal to the Hammersmith crowd.
Wow, that sounds great! I'm sure my bosses will love it. And don't worry, I'll absolutely credit you in one of the product footnotes.
What is it you were trying to find a name for anyway? We know. The Rizzo's original bottle. Good luck with whatever it is you're here for. See you.
If you find a map or a stepladder or something, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm beginning to fear coming here wasn't worth the trouble.
Going to take a wild guess, seeing how you're in this maze. You want to reach the center.
Close. I want what's in the center. You've heard of the competition, right? Whoever gets to the center gets a rare Rizzo's product and the chance to meet Halcyon Helen? My eyes on the rare Rizzo's product, namely the Spectrum Original, the first product Rizzo's ever made. I intend to reverse engineer it and make it Glacial Age's own.
I'd say that just reworking someone else's old idea is ridiculous and pointless, but that seems to be what passes for innovation these days.
Ooh, this is dandy. I was not expecting any feedback from field testing before I'd even created the product. I'll be sure to jot that down for future reference. All I need for my prototype is the original itself. Then I can start production.
Isn't stealing the original to make your own project kind of dishonest?
Dishonest? I've only ever heard that word used in that arbitration serial Lawful Labelle. Rizzo steals, Spacer's Choice steals, Auntie Cleo steals. And so, if Rizzo's decides to release one of their original products for anyone to take, then it's Glacial Age's right to swoop in and be proactive.
You're not the only one seeking this product, right?
Reckon not. I've seen a couple of folks as out of place as, well, me. One's a lawyer. You can tell by the smell of cigarettes, booze, and tears. Must sense there's a lawsuit to be found with the original. On principle, I don't want him to get it. Also ran into a woman with a funny look in her eye. Plain told me she wanted the prize so she could stick it on a shelf. Hell's the use in that. Shelf ain't gonna help nobody.
I'm not seeing why you want my help.
It's these damn puzzle hedges. I don't know what I look like, but I reckon it ain't like a scrapper. That place is fit to burst with mines and killer machines. No doubt the work of my rivals. Better no one can get to the original if they can't have it.
Let's tell her. Maybe there is something interesting to be had there. I already promised to give the original to someone else.
Dishonest.
Oops, wait, that was the wrong button.
Looks like the others are getting a little more aggressive. I know it's asking a lot, but maybe you could find it for me instead? Help out a struggling R&D developer?
Good luck with that.
My, oh my. Wouldn't it be wonderful if a freelancer could help rescue me from my horrible plight?
I feel like you're a long way from the Glacial Age offices.
Hey, when a body hasn't contributed to her R&D team in what feels like months, she starts to pursue any leads that come her way. I tested into this job, same as anyone else, but there was a malfunction with the testing equipment during my final assessment. Makes me think that maybe I wasn't cut out for this. No matter what the scores say, it ain't easy for me to make things. Only had a few successes, like little cysties, pustules that pop, or my no-muss, no-fuss biodegradable bullets.
Biodegradable bullets? Love those. All the firepower, none of the evidence. Eventually. Should I say that? It's hard to decide which of those sounds worse. I don't think I've heard of either of these. I don't think I've heard of either of these products.
Ah, well, some of these ideas are still works in progress, yes. Just got to iron out the kinks. They'll catch on. Oh, unrelated, but if you think you see any tears in my eyes, it's just allergies acting up. Lots of plants and pollen and such in these orchards.
Goodbye. She's not super happy. I've already seen a mine. Let's see.
They're on us.
Whoops.
That didn't work.
Oh. I don't know what that does, but...
Everyone all right?
Did we already blow up the mine? I guess so. Huh. Don't yet know what these are for. But let's just do the right-hand rule for now and see how far we get in this maze. I don't think it has any forks yet. But it has free bits and free ammo. That's nice. Oh no, actually, it does seem to have forks. But they end in dead ends, so I guess we're good. Okay. And that's all there is here. I mean, it's... The problem is you can't use the right-hand rule if the labyrinth has, you know, loops, basically. Oh. Oh, that was on the other side. That's good then, because it didn't hit me. Huh. Okay. Right, and that, yeah. So I guess it's not really a right-hand rule suitable. Hotel guest. Both sides, they say this way. Alright, let's see how far we get.
This will be over quickly.
Oh. Oh. What are you fighting over there? That's not where I wanted to go. Why do you start running and picking fights far away? How did you even get there? Alright, let's go back to wherever we came from. Okay, that looks like where we were. Okay. Oops. That was a little too much. Alright, so... No, we didn't come from here. Where did we come from? That's cool. Being attacked and already being in a spot where you can't find the way, or where you don't know where you are. Oh, I guess that's the center? That looks a bit like a mausoleum. Also, apparently we can't open it. So that's good. Huh. Okay, that's where you shot someone. Oh, that looks promising.
Something waiting for us in here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ah.
Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rizzo's and should not be in common use.
You notice a glass bottle containing some of the seedlings half buried in the dirt. As you turn it over, you find a label on the bottom that reads, "Property of Carter Reynolds, botanist." Looks like the person who took the original didn't hide their tracks so well. Time to go have a word with the botanist. Alright. Robin's spine. Pick up Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges Completion Certificate. Congratulations, Explorer. You've reached the center of the Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges. This certificate entitles you to a 5% discount on certain Rizzo's products at select Rizzo's vending machines. Note that promise of discount is non-binding. Any failure to find Rizzo's vending machines accepting said discount are the responsibility of the holder, not the Rizzo's Corporation. Any attempts to force a discount or dispute the grounds of this certificate's discount will be prosecuted to the full extent of lethal force. Alright. Greetings and congratulations, you found your way to the center of the Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges and have earned this one-of-a-kind boon, the right to look upon a one-of-a-kind Rizzo's product free of charge. We encourage you to wonder at what the Spectrum original might taste like, as you keep at least 3 feet away from the display case at all times. Alright. So I guess we found the conservatory. Alright. Whoops, wrong button. Oh. Nice. That's a way. It's only 5 bits, but you know, at least it's not going in there and oh, it's a dead end.
Did I hear something? Maybe?
Their mistake.
I can't hear you laughing! Oh yeah, that's funny!
Don't mess with us!
I wanna be your friend!
Okay. So this is an interesting weapon. Also, all these attacking enemies make it even harder to find your way out. Oh.
Take him down.
There's a surprising amount. Oops.
Down they go.
Everyone all right?
Well, everyone except me, who took a little bit of damage because I stood too close. Oh, I guess we found the other lady. Oh, and this looks like more hives.
Greetings. Have you brought your auto-mechanical to the service technician lately?
Damn it, what you just said sounds both banal and scripted enough to be a code phrase. Am I wrong? But I don't have sneak and intelligence enough, apparently. I mean, it was on my list of things to do soon.
I'll bet. Judging by this exchange, I presume you are not the person I was waiting here to meet.
How do you know I'm not?
You're not covered in a layer of dirt, fertilizer, and self-loathing. Listen, I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information about these hedges. That's as much as you need to know.
Why do people who are hiding something always have so much to say about it?
I take offense to that. I think.
Oh, I get it. You're after the prize in the center of the hedges, too.
Shh, not so loud. Ah, damn it. I guess you already know. I am indeed looking for the prize. You've caught me.
If finding the bottle won't let you go to the unveiling, why are you here?
What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't watch much in the way of serials, and crowds only make it easier for people to get behind you. I'm after the Spectrum original itself. And not to drink. Have you noticed that there's no trace of anything the corporations have done in the past? In fact, this contest for the original is the only time I've ever seen a corp refer to a prototype product not currently on the market. And why isn't it on the market?
Sounds like a pretty dangerous train of thought. Subversive. Now that you mention it, that is a little strange.
Indeed. And it's happened before. Seems the Corp are trying to hide their past failings. Anyhow, it's valuable to me to collect that which might inform future generations.
You're not the only one looking for the Spectrum original, I imagine?
No. There's a bottom feeder who sees an easy payday connected to it, but he's hardly worth considering. I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use the original as a springboard for upward mobility. Better than letting it rot, but still not ideal.
Okay, I guess we can't agree, or maybe we can, let's see. Because she's basically anti-corporate. So from a role-playing point of view, that's who we want to give it to. Sorry, I already agreed to get the Spectrum original for someone else.
Did you now? And how do you know the others aren't secretly Rizzo's agents who'll stab you in the back and take the bottle the moment you turn away? Give me the original and your actions will actually matter. I can promise you that.
Okay, so I
Think
guess...
fast. Never know when someone will come out of a bush, bolt or pistol at the ready. Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
You mentioned a prior Orchards contact?
I did. Someone I paid to inform on the orchards after I heard murmurs of a prize here. For security reasons, I never learned much about my contacts. All I knew about this one was that they were a groundskeeper. But the one here is either senseless or acting very well. Presumably, whoever I was in contact with was lying. Or they were found out and hurled off the side of Eridanos. It's a risk of the business.
Oh, okay, so the previous groundskeeper who got stung to death. Maybe that was... Or the... You know, I forgot who it was, but one guy mentioned that his wife had fallen overboard. Oh, the botanist. Right. That was the botanist. And so we know that the botanist went to the center here. And did something there. I didn't find a prize. Well, let's ask her who she is first. Who exactly are you?
Nobody of consequence. Think of me as an archivist. I collect that which the corporations have dismissed as failures and try to sweep under the rug. Take the recalled Spacer's Choice Powerhead. It was a shotgun shell on a stick, apparently supposed to be used like a spear. Had a tendency to ream the user's torso with buckshot. Corps don't want the common man to know about screw-ups like that, which is why I keep my actions decidedly in the shadows.
I didn't find a prize in the maze, but I did find a lead.
Better than a burning barrel filled with Spectrum original bottles, I suppose. Follow your lead. Keep an eye out for fakes.
Alright, and I think that was just the submenu where we've already asked all questions. Yes.
Think fast.
Goodbye. But so, the collector Navarre, Selina Navarre. Oh, did we miss her? Did we walk past her when we looked at these here? Or does she only show up once you return? Ooh, fancy fountain. That's basically the same model as the pedestal, isn't it? Oh, we're actually... No. Oops. I want to go back. Let me out. Ah. Thank you. Alright. So... Conservatory. So let's see what our journal says. Speak to DeWitt Hathaway, you investigated all three signs. And the intern, that would be on the right near the warehouse. So we definitely want to question her. And was the Sun Parlor, room A2 in the Grand Colonial. Okay, we can go back there later. Search the conservatory. The clue you uncovered is the conservatory. Okay, and that's also in that direction. So that's basically where we want to be. Alright, so this is the next person we will ask. I wonder, was this place, the whole colony, originally nice, maybe a few decades ago when they built all this and it all collapsed because they ran out of food and everyone got poisoned, infested, insane? That's a good question. I don't really know. Like, some of this corporate bullshit seems to have been going on for quite a while already. Like, if in the opening credits we saw, like, you know, basically work off your term and things like that for the colonists that came from Earth. So I would think that the corporations were already pretty powerful back then. But that's about all I know. We haven't really learned anything, and that's one of the interesting things. Like, at the beginning, and I'm suspecting that that was wrong, but I'll keep playing this. I thought my character came from Earth basically like we have it right now, and woke up here and went like, this is horrific. I love this boy named Uli Witness, but he lives far away. Any advice? I don't know. Give him a call, hang out in his stream, say nice things. That always works. Hi, how's it going, your mama? You caught me at a slightly unfortunate moment because I'm just about to take my government-mandated 5-minute break. But then I'll be right back, so I hope that works for you. So yeah, but then we will go and ask this young lady whether she feels guilty. So that will be interesting. So hopefully see you soon. In a moment, have some clips.
It's